let's start practicing and see where the journey takes us. So two things we need to be clear about. One is that what samsaric, deluded, bound condition means, and what it means in terms of experience. It means that our body-mind is not resting, there is no recognition of our pure nature. Pure means clear, alive, loving, soft and grounded. And this we learn over time, with the nadi system, with the meridian system. We learn over time what exactly is our samsaric condition. What is the energy of it? What is the experience of it? But basically you could say that samsaric energy, self-centered, self-based energy, feels like a stuffy, heavy experience. Like stuffy air in the room. Heavy in uncomfortable way. And unnatural in that sense. Restricted. Limited. Which is the opposite of being open, flowing, being open and flowing, clear-headed, heart open, body open, muscles open, skin open, cells open. So over time we learn what is the self-based, self-centered state and its energy, and what is selfless, true being. What is our true being? What is the true me? Selfless, but still, what is the true self, true me? And one thing that we need to do, we need to understand on daily basis, is to make our energy shift. This is absolutely essential point. So when we are stuck in that stuffy, dark, unflowing energy, we need to snap out of it. We need to snap out of it, or in advanced stage of practice, we need to integrate that stuffiness, darkness, unflowing energy, we need to integrate it directly. Remember this. This is so important. You need to make your energy shift. If you don't make your energy shift, you are basically wasting your time. If you're not recognizing yourself as an enlightened being, it is waste of time. Okay? Please remember this. And all these practices that we do, all from feeling and relaxing the body to bodhicitta, to mantras, visualizations, breathing practices, all have that very purpose. No other purpose. We are with all beings in the same boat. Oh, that's also very important to understand that we are not separate from life around us. We are intimately connected with all beings and all life in all realms. We are intimately connected. It's kind of what I said about being ourselves being Buddhas in the center of our vast mandalas. Mandala of what? All life, all beings. The mandala is limitless. Limitless. And we are at the center of it. We are here present with all beings, and all beings are present with us. Aukaisitko kulta ikkuna hetkeksi? Minuutiksi 8. If I had to choose one, the most important Mahayana meditation, it would be this: sitting with all beings, and all beings sitting with us. There are different variations of this and prayers where the same is cultivated. Bodhicitta practices, Tonglen, and so on. Avalokitesvara practice, money mantras. And when you practice like this, we can understand that if we have traumas, we might have shame, guilt, we might feel unworthy, we might feel inferior. But this very present, when we are present with all beings, this is not the moment to feel weak or inferior. So if you have such thoughts, just put them aside. This is not a moment to sabotage your own meditation. Good. Sabotage your own meditation by starting to feel that, oh, I'm such a shit practitioner or a person, I'm a real small and weak. Just put those thoughts aside if you have even a trace of them. Why? Because if you brood these things at the same time, you will not recognize yourself as a Buddha at the center of the mandala. You will not recognize your own Buddha age. That's why. So there are some number of basic meditations that I think are necessary to practice in the beginning. And by beginning, it might mean for several years on regular basis, if not daily basis. Bodhicitta is one of them. This is Bodhicitta meditation. Bodhicitta is one of them. Then trauma healing practices, such as the one in the 5 trauma specials that I've taught, are another. Necessary to do in the beginning, so that you're not bombarded by hurtful stuff all the time. Remember that too. That, I've seen it so many times that when we are talking about rainbow body yoga, for example, and bhumi progress, somebody haven't developed bodhicitta, and at the same time you might lack self-confidence and self-worth, and then you're wondering why the practice isn't working. Yeah. Rainbow body yoga, it's very simple formula, but there is an invisible, is that how you say it? Invisible requirement of having developed bodhicitta. What is bodhicitta? Bodhicitta means that you're not occupied and obsessed by self-centered views, but that you have the maturity to practice for all beings and to take bodhisattva vow. Having said that, rainbow body yoga can also be practiced from a lesser point of view without bodhicitta. This is also possible, but it sets limits to progress. 6 bhumis, that's the farthest you will get. But that's also fine. It is, I think, necessary. My view at the moment is that it is necessary to do trauma healing in the beginning, and it's also fine to practice Buddhist Tantra without bodhicitta in the beginning. Historically, there was such a thing called Tantric Hinayana, esoteric Hinayana, where they don't have bodhicitta. But sooner or later, we need to grow out, and we grow out from that view of practicing just for oneself. And then we enter the Mahayana. Then we enter this path, the vehicle of bodhisattvas. Bodhisattva yana, which is the only yana, only vehicle that leads to full enlightenment, to Buddhahood. For the sake of all sentient beings. I am not only superficially saying something nice or wishing well for all sentient beings. It's couple of notches up in terms of intensity and commitment. And if you get it, if you cultivate bodhicitta like this, you already have all the peaceful and wrathful deities in this experience with you. If you practice bodhicitta like this, all the gurus and mahasiddhas are celebrating, praising you as a practitioner. So with the three bodies, causal made of nadis, astral made of meridians, physical made of cells, to benefit all beings, close and far, tiny and great. All beings, physical and non-physical, animate and inanimate. This is not like a Mickey Mouse meditation thing. And you get it, why I say that. It's beyond life and death. It's beyond pain and gain. Beyond fear and hope. This is our true nature. Embraces everything and all. For the sake of all beings, tiny or great, near or far, regardless of form, and when you practice this kind of meditation, authentic bodhicitta meditation, it will change the way how you think and act. If it doesn't, then your meditation was incorrect. But if you really connect with it, with your whole body, with your mind, with your heart, it will change the way how you live your life. And it will change the things that you'll put your time into. It will change the way how you think and act. You can't do this practice authentically, properly, and then continue in a very small-minded, limited, self-restricted, deluded manner. It just doesn't work like that. And you don't need to do anything else except stay present with all beings. Like I have many times said, generating bodhicitta like this or through prayer, it opens up the subtle body. It like stretches open the whole nadi system to all directions. Exactly the same way as when you have a tight muscles and then you exercise and stretch them open in yoga practice. Same thing happens with the subtle body. Both subtle bodies. But here again, if your heart's not in it, and you're only repeating the words to just make your subtle body open up, it won't work. Your heart needs to be in it. And that involvement, engagement of the heart is the factor that makes your whole mind mature. You grow up. There is so much childlikeness, this infantile, immature practitioners who have practiced for 20, 30, 40 years in the world, that this is the reason why I'm hammering on this nail, so that you get it. I've seen this immaturity in my students enough, and I don't want to see it anymore. So you better mature and take responsibility and act accordingly. A good indication that you're doing it properly is that you start getting warm and tired relatively fast. If you truly exercise bodhicitta. Bodhicitta means heart mind of enlightenment. So, in other words, you are revealing your own Buddha nature. You are revealing your three bodies in their pure condition, which is known as what? As rainbow body, light body, right? So you are shifting from being a limited, self-centered being to completely open, completely flowing. And because you're doing that, it's tiring and testing, puts a kind of stress on the subtle bodies and nerves. That's why sooner or later you start feeling tired and warm. So this is also necessary to understand that if you try to remain in this 100% subtle bodies open condition for a full day, if you're not ready for it, it will be contradictory. How do you say? Contraindications. So self-pacing is necessary. We can't force if we are not ready, if our bodies haven't been transformed enough to be able to comfortably rest, abide in this recognition. For the sake of all sentient beings. For the sake of all sentient beings. It's like a whole world, heavens, earth, made of countless big and small diamonds. At the same time, flowers of different colors showering everywhere. These beautiful flowers. It's like that. Kind of like that. Ourselves sitting with transparent bodies, diamond bodies, radiating rainbow lights, and these beautiful, colorful, big and small flowers growing out of our bodies and growing in the aura, kind of like being in the middle of a luscious flower garden. So with few sentences I described simple. If you want, you can do visualize these things. or it might not be necessary. That you just recognize the qualities of the Buddha nature that we have already discussed. There is no other purpose in visualizations in tantric yogas except to access those qualities of our nature. No other purpose. If I continue from the from the visualization perspective, that might be helpful to you, that you are welcome to use and are already using in Rainbow Body Yoga and Amrita Kriya Yoga. The astral body shines this beautiful golden light, very rich golden light. Very playful golden light. It is not like a static bar of gold, but it's like flowing gold. A bit like flowing lava, but it's colored gold. You remember Matrix movies when they had the Matrix code on a computer screen quickly? It's like that, but golden colored. And this is the reason why, this is the color of pure astral body. And that's why in traditional Hinduism, including my lineage from Sivakami, they use the word golden body, Svarna Sharira. Svarna is gold, golden in Sanskrit. I spoke of the directness of visualizations in Amrita Mandala, and what I mean by that is that when we visualize the astral body made of like a flowing gold, bright gold, very bright, or when we visualize the rainbow jewel, there is nothing extra there. We are only emulating what is already there, activating what is already there. Nothing added. So by simply visualizing this flowing bright gold in the body, you can very easily get an experience. Oh, this is how astral body feels like. This is how meridians feel like. And same thing with rainbow jewel. And most importantly, through these simple visualizations, we can very easily get an experience how these subtle bodies feel in their pure state. We already know how they feel in dirty state, right? So there you have it again. Working with the two modes. One samsaric and then the nirvanic. If you want to, this is just like a, this is not, it's a bit playful side note. But if you want to really kind of play with visualizations, you can switch between the golden body with transparent body and transparent aura, switching to diamonds filled with rainbows, and back to golden body, and back to rainbow jewel, and going back and forth like this. Playfully, creatively. for the sake of all sentient beings, all beings, to benefit all beings, to help and support all beings. I will say some prayers next, where we will kind of come back to understanding that we are all work in progress. Okay? So, our basic prayers is that may all beings be free, and may all beings be happy. May all beings enjoy peace, truly profound peace, bedrock peace. And may each one of us, may I also be free. And may I be happy. May I truly be happy. And may I rest in this bedrock peacefulness. We briefly did, or I referred to, maybe some of you visualized it or saw it spontaneously. We briefly did visualization. Now I'm saying in prayer exactly the same things, pointing to exactly the same pure qualities of our true being. True being means pure bodies. There is no other true being. There is no other Buddha nature anywhere except the pure three bodies. And three bodies as a continuum, seamless continuum, resting in our basic nature. So may all beings be free, and may I be free. May all beings be happy, and may I be happy. May all beings enjoy deathless peace. May I enjoy deathless peace. simple prayers, simple affirmations. Immensely powerful. Day and night the same. No change, no difference. Day and night. During waking hours, during the hours of rest, when sleeping, resting in the same basic nature effortlessly. Effortlessly. Thoughts coming, staying, going. Dreams appearing, staying, disappearing. No change. Same, day and night. Day and night at the center of the mandala. We don't need to generate love, generate kindness, do special things. We already are that love, kindness, clarity, peace. We already are. That's the absolute perspective. Then the relative perspective is when we slip out of it, slip out of the recognition, and then get back to recognition one way or the other. beings free, all beings happy, all beings peaceful, like myself. May I be happy, may I be peaceful, with a clear, sober head, ringing like a bell. All beings included. All beings included. Nobody left out. If a single one were left out, we'd be left out. It's a big ship, big vehicle, bigger than Noah's Ark, much bigger. So much love, isn't it? So much beautiful. Love is like this very soft, but also very thick, very rich, fulfilling. So may all beings feel loved and feel love. May each one of us, may I feel love and loved. And radiance of spontaneous love that is in us, in me. All beings. It's a deathless nectar running through our veins, isn't it? Flowing through our tissues. Not the usual aches, illnesses, pains. It's nectar. Immortalizer, transformer. The Shakti that transforms. Shakti that immortalizes. Makes Mahasiddhas, makes immortals. Xian is the Chinese term for immortal. Really simple techniques, practices we have done so far in this session. Bit of visualization. Well, first we started from recognizing the qualities directly, then a bit of visualization, then a bit of prayer and affirmation, and see how well it works. When you do it properly, it works. If you say the prayer or do visualization kind of with your other hand, not focusing on it, not meaning it, not putting your heart in it, not generating bodhicitta, won't work. No matter how high tantric mantras you have and empowerments, won't work if your whole heart and being isn't behind it. This is a huge secret, big secret, that big thing that many practitioners don't understand. And then nothing much changes. Nothing much changes. And this is one of the big reasons why, the factory line of lineages is not spitting out Mahasiddhas. But when we know how to apply, how to authentically practice, very easy to fix it and have the factory line of this lineage spit out enlightened beings. The great vehicle arrives on the other shore. Shore beyond samsaric existence, Buddhahood. And this is how enlightenment is reached, actualized. Bodhisvaha, like it said in the Heart Sutra. Gate gate para, gate parasam gate bodhisvaha. For the sake of all beings, with love, with care, with genuine care and genuine love and genuine compassion, for the sake of all beings. Because that's who we are. That's who we really are. We are loving beings without limit. We are kind beings without limit. I mean, no limitations to kindness, no limitations to love. At the same time, sober-headed, clear-headed, and also having the faculty of discrimination. Not like stupid love, but clear-headed love. and profound peace. So we sit, meditate, cultivate on meditation cushion, familiarize ourselves with our true nature, and then what? These start to get expressed in our lives. In relationships, in situations, when meeting different situations, people. Stay with it. Let's lie down for a little bit. I'll let you know. You can still remain lying down. Or if you prefer to sit up or stand up for a number of Vajra bodies, you can also do that. It can also be done in a supine position. But let's continue with some Vajra bodies. Let's say a few minutes for Vajra body exercise in your own pace. Of course, you can apply Vajra body to a stretch and make it a short Amrita Asana practice. And when you flex the muscles, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a static flexing where you don't move your body, but you can also move as you flex. Create some movement with the flexing. A little bit more. Half a minute and you're finished. And then sit down for a moment before vows and prayers. I personally would enjoy continuing for a couple of more hours, but we need to wrap up this satsang, so let's continue with vows and prayers. I vow to liberate all sentient beings. I vow to end all self-based confusion. I vow to exercise the Dharma that frees. I vow to attain the great perfection. I vow to liberate all sentient beings. I vow to end all self-based confusion. I vow to exercise the Dharma that frees. I vow to attain the great perfection. I vow to liberate all sentient beings. I vow to end all self-based confusion. I vow to exercise the Dharma that frees. I vow to attain the great perfection. I take refuge in the Guru. I take refuge in his pure land. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Guru. I take refuge in His pure land. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha. I am the Guru, I'm in the pure land. I am the Buddha, I am the Dharma, I am the Sangha, I am the Guru, I'm in the pure land. I am the Buddha, I am the Dharma, I am the Sangha, I am the Guru, I'm in the pure land. I am the Buddha, I am the Dharma, I am the Sangha. May all beings be free. May all beings be free. May all beings be free. All beings are free. All beings are free. All beings are free. May all beings receive my accumulated merit. I dedicate the merit to the refuge and to all sentient beings. Joining hands.